Classroom-Gavin, and these are some reasons that our classroom should stay the same when Mr. Sworders goes to 4th grade. So, some reason is that, how our classroom is a student-led classroom, and, people in 4th grade, they might not have it. So, the reason why we should have a student-led classroom is because having a student-led classroom is basically having basically you kid the basically the people that are in the classroom get to are like the leaders of the classroom, but they can't over control the whole classroom by them doing it by themselves. So one thing is that probably we should, Mr. Solar should keep student-led classroom, or the whole district should, because a student-led classroom is basically where we get to have a good student-led classroom with us teaching and Mr. Solar's helping us out and seeing what we're doing bad. Basically, so he helps us out when we need trouble. But if it was not a student-led classroom, teacher-led classroom, we wouldn't be able to have that much help because Mr. Solars would just be leading the classroom, and basically, if he was leading the classroom, we wouldn't be able to do anything else. And if we weren't able to do anything else, a quote for that should be, "Keep student-led classroom because it's a good thing instead of your teacher letting or controlling your classroom by himself, because basically your teacher would be just doing everything for you, and he'd just be like, here's the homework today, but instead if it was a student-led classroom, we'd be like, give me five, it's today we're trying to do, where our homework is do math pages 257 through 258. But if it was just teacher-led, Mr. Solars would just put it on the board for us, and then we just write it down. But another thing is that we should still have fun things in school. But one of the things is that we were doing different things like cardboard challenge. That was one of the things that I loved to do. It was the best. We still learned a lot that you can make different things out of different material. You can make games out of cardboard instead of using metal at different game areas. You can use different materials for it. So basically, what you can do is we learned in our classroom that you can make different games out of different material. We were able to use anything in our classroom that would be able to be used for, and how to work together in groups. So another thing was that we did this week was Minecraft. How do you control a Sphero? Minecraft, find the redstone, and it was clues that you needed to do, codes that you needed to put in. So basically, there was this one thing where you guys had to synergize. So synergize is basically working together in a group. So this game was where you had to work together in a group to find clues before your whole thing blows up. So basically, you're supposed to unlock 6 locks and get to the key to open and defuse the bomb. So basically, most of the groups did get to there, but not all the groups did. So there was 3 groups. 2 of them I think got to 1 lock key because we synergized. But then some groups were we didn't know what we were doing, so we spread out and tried finding different things and synergizing on each key that we need to do. And if we didn't get it right, we would keep on trying hard for if it was basically having like one person doing all the work and the other people just sitting there and doing nothing. That's not helpful. So basically what we were doing was like synergizing on doing different things and how we would be able to synergize and get and defuse the bomb so that we would be alive. But some people were just like guessing. That's okay though. But some people weren't just like synergizing, but other people were. So we should keep the classroom the same when in fourth grade because we learned a lot of different things when the classroom was a student-led classroom and when we had everything else that we had in our classroom. Not like what Mr. Solar's probably going to have a 30-minute social studies every week, one day a week. That would be not educational, but because we learned did a lot of stuff in Mr. Solar's class when we were doing like fun activities, learning social studies every day, doing the reading. So another thing is how we learn like another reason is that how we do this is because we should keep it because we learn like how to be kinder to each other because there was this one thing that was called Rusty May that teaches you how to be a kinder person, teaches you what you should do, like something of some look to be safer was be like one of them was be like Rusty May said look at the signs and see what is in there and how deep it is. Put on a life jacket if you need it, just to be safe. If you aren't safe, then that would be bad. Because if you weren't going to be safe, then basically you would probably have an unfortunate life. When you were basically Rusty made other things there was this one thing that we did was people bullying each other, but people stuck up. Don't start a rumor because rumors are bad. It makes people feel bad. Basically, for this quote I have, don't bully someone because it's the wrong thing to do. And basically, it's very bad to do because then it makes a open hole in their heart, thinking that they're gonna be a very bad person in their life, and they'll be like, I can't do anything anymore. So they'll be very bad and do very bad things, do bad other things that they don't need. So basically, what the lesson is that don't bully people because then that makes a hole in their heart. So basically, what we're trying to be doing is basically trying to improve our mindset and doing things. So I've learned many things in that classroom. I learned how to be a responsible and respectful kid in my life. So basically, what the codes are is to get out is don't try messing up something that somebody already knows how to do. Because then that'll just change the style of how they do. And basically, it's how you shoot. You shoot two hands. You try shooting one hand. You airball every single shot in the game. But then you change back. You make every shot. Basically, that's changing your style of the game. So we gain different skills by doing this game called Skills 21. It's where we had to go through different practice missions, understanding multitaskers, understanding the skills of multitaskers, understanding focus, how to learn about focus, understanding influencers, how to be an influencer, how to be an indicator, how people are indicators, how to be compassion, adapter, part B, mastering the adaptive. So we learned a lot of different things in our school. So I wish that Mr. Solar's a great luck on seeing if nothing will change for his classroom in 4th grade. So thank you, and hope it doesn't change. Peace.